Hello. I got a very good comment, very truthful one, that it takes action to get what you want. Yeah, it takes action, but also it takes focus and discipline. So it doesn't take action one time, it takes many repetitions. And this famous saying of, I guess, Winston Churchill about what success is universal law. So presumably he said that success is when you move from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Yeah, it's very true. And because most of the things you try to get, most of the attempts taken do not give you right away what you want, I would say that it is rather a rule not to get what you want right away than to get it. Sometimes you don't get it at all. Sometimes you get it, but if you don't do anything, you will not get it. And nothing is guaranteed. We all know it, and focus and discipline. So as long as you still want it, it makes absolute sense. And the only right approach is to keep trying to get what you want. From my experience, when you live your life, sometimes you stop wanting certain things. And sometimes you want them for a long time. Sometimes you get them. And almost always, if you wanted something for too long and you got it, it doesn't give you as much excitement as you thought it would. So you take it as granted. Because after all those attempts, all those years of waiting to get it, it comes almost as natural or as something you deserve. So if you really deserve it, if you waited for it too long while doing something to get it, so while taking next attempts again and again, trying to get it, suddenly you realize, if you get it, that you don't care anymore. There is also one saying that you can get anything, all you need for it is to stop wanting it. So the moment you stop wanting something, increases the probability of getting it to maximum. But you cannot artificially make yourself want to stop it. And generally, we are all ruled by our wants. If you go to the deepest roots of all we do, as Anthony Robbins put it, we strive for pleasure and we avoid pain. Yes, but who defined what is pleasure? That's the very root of our actions. Everything we do in life is controlled by wants. So that's a big question. Who programmed us in such a way that some people, from the first day they were born, they want everything, like Napoleon is my favorite example. So little man, but feeling from beginning that he deserves to get it all, and he wouldn't be satisfied with less. So you can say the sincerity of your wish defines how many steps you will take and how many times you will raise after being defeated, so to say. But still, the question, who designed this want in you, who made you want what you want, and who made me want what I want, is still a mystery. But we are all driven by our wants and fully controlled. If someone wants to drink beer on the sofa, and that looks like total meaning of life, at least for the day, for someone, you cannot stop but you are doing it. You are striving for it. You want it. You cannot forget your real wants. And if remembering your wants come in pair with having energy to keep trying, you will never stop. So you will be like Terminator, never stopping, just trying again and again to get what you want. Because if you exist, it means automatically that you don't give up and you keep trying to get what you want. But if it happens that energy is exhausted and you don't, that's the end. You feel like, no more attempts, no more humiliation. Too many things didn't work out the way I wanted. I didn't get what I want. It's either impatience or being exhausted with failures. Then, from my experience, what happens? If you really, if this invisible power which programmed us to want what we want, if it wants us not to stop, suddenly you're getting presents, unexpected gifts. Suddenly the green light allows you to go and to get easily, sometimes easily, get something which was so difficult and almost impossible to get during years and years. And you cannot pretend that you are done. It never works. You cannot pretend that you are at the state of despair. But if you really are, and I was there, if it's meant for you to be continued, you will be given some presents, gifts, some motivation, some support, which will recharge you, will give you power to start again, or rather to continue trying to get what you wanted. The subject of striving for development, of striving for getting what you want, is endless. Whatever aspect of it you take, I can speak about it for hours, describing my experience, describing the literature I read on it, describing the knowledge I acquired studying at different schools of spiritual masters and meeting them in person as well. But obviously some people have this road, they have this way. Carlos Castaneda's teacher called it the way or the path of the warrior. Why warrior? Because you have to be strong and determined, otherwise this path will not happen. Path means that it has been happening for a certain period of time. But also it happens that you wanted something and you got it or you didn't get it, you suddenly stopped wanting it after many years. So this is the reason why you should do everything you can to try what you want right now, because it's not guaranteed that you will keep wanting it in many years later. For example, I loved getting flowers and I wasn't getting enough of flowers, so I just started buying them for myself one time. Yeah, and I was enjoying them. Roses I liked and some other flowers. And I brought myself this possibility to satisfy my need, to bring to my life what inspired me and what was making me happy whenever I was looking at it, at those flowers. So some years after, when I am given flowers as a present, it does make me happy. I'm inspired. I love to see them, to smell them. I smell them intensely, so sometimes they lose their smell too fast because of being over-smelled by me. Yeah, I properly use them. I mean, I squeeze maximum of pleasure from everything I do. I have. It's like a duty. Well, I have them. I have this beauty on my table or on my floor in the vase to smell them, to enjoy them. You have to be very attentive, not to lose even single opportunity to feel happiness, because there are no unimportant things. There are no such things as little unimportant things. Everything is important. In every mastery, in voice, I'm a singer, so vocals, the art of self-presentation on stage, the art of influencing the crowd, the art of using emotions, pitch of your voice, etc. Perfect performance consists of many, many little details. If all details are applied, you get the maximum perfect, great result. If something is not done in the best way out of those details, you feel that something is not perfect. So there is 100% of details, and not a single one can be ignored if you want maximum happiness. And I always did. I wanted it all. I want all. I'm born with the want to get it all. Less will not be satisfying to me. And as long as I breathe, I want it all. We are different, right? Some people want more. achievements. Some people want less achievements, some people want other things more than achievements. But you need to know yourself, to give yourself the right to be who you are, to tell yourself what you want and keep trying to get it. And that's the path of warrior, that's the path of maximizing your happiness. I'm speaking so silently. Happiness, oh my God, it's such a selfish subject. It's almost really, it's no one will support you in your goal to be happy no matter what. In words, yes, they say that, oh yes, it's cool, yes, everyone deserves to be happy and we support you. But in practice, the moment you start doing what you want and not what they want you to do, oh my God, they start judging you, they try to manipulate you, they start scandals, they start fights. That is why, yes, in reality, it's like a secret knowledge. You have to have boldness to be happy. Pretending that you are happy, pretending that you want someone to be happy is not actually being happy. And there are no details in this subject. So if you like my video, likes, subscriptions, comments are always encouraged. And I'll continue sharing with you what I know about the subject of being happiness, about my own experience, and about this life in general. See you soon. And my nickname for this channel is Iragis.